put it. Well, I don't have one on me now. You put it in the car, right?
I guess you got much
Okay,
of a smart
is this thing
car
running?
to use for.
I just I click blue, green off, click through. It's the only way I get through quests.
Yeah, fair. It looks fucking sick. I love nuclear so much better than
Alright, where's
Fully
the
agree.
camera angle?
But again, I always go back to Dead
Oh,
because that's kind of
camera's
like
right
where
there.
you sort of can be a noob, if that makes sense. Like day one, you open like rune chain body, rune plate eggs, and they're like
Yeah, quite the sight.
That's like the Chad gear.
You get fucking mullet by anyone. We've got like one mage or some shit. Remember the old dead man who get like people that.
And this is from someone that's okay with looking like a dork. Okay? This, I don't know if you can tell. Actually, from a distance, it's not that bad. In any case, if you're applying for jobs, packing tape on the glasses, not a good look. Definitely not a good look. These just came last night. This is the first time. This is from Zeelool. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, I didn't even know about any of this. Someone told me about this thing. This is an online vendor, prescription glasses. But you do have to supply the prescription, which is where the difficulty came in with me. Yeah, did a little research. I ended up, I didn't know about any of this kind of stuff. Ended up going to Costco, the local Costco in here. And if you're just getting the eye exam, at least in this particular Costco, the doctor completely independent from Costco, so you don't have to have a membership. Now, if you buy glasses or contact lenses at Costco, if you buy material, then you need the membership. But I was just going in there for an eye exam, and yeah, that ended up costing $75, exactly $75. You know, you have to sign this thing, whatever, fill out, it's an eye exam, right? So you put out, whatever, a couple of pages, thingies. And, well, there was a third page, which they inform you that there's another kind of test that you should take, it's very important, for an additional $25, and then another test beyond that, also very important, another $30, no, okay? So yeah, I just bypassed all the additional tests that can be done, stuck to the basic eye exam. It just cost me $75. So I was able to pay that with my debit card. It has a Visa emblem on it, no problem. So that's how I handled that. And I even got it hold on, let me see. Any oh, there's sensitive information. Okay. Yeah. I even got it laminated. And let me cover up because this has my address on it, date of birth. We don't need that. Yeah, they usually don't put the PD on that thing, which is the distance between your pupils. But I specifically asked for that number to be included, and in my case it's 60. So Yeah, and then they have exam date and the expiration date, which is a year from now. But yeah, in this particular site, I just had to like scan my or put the camera thing over these numbers, and it just picked it up automatically. I didn't even have to type it into the website, so that was pretty cool. But it's very straightforward. And yeah, no, that's not the only copy I have. After throwing down $75, you know how much I enjoy spending money. I laminated this thing, I copied it, I've got it all over the place now. I've got it with my passport, I've got it on me, I've got another copy that I keep with my birth certificate. I got it all. Yeah. 4 small laminated things and a larger lamination thing that I use as a makeshift hand fan, so I'm good. Now, the thing is only supposed to be good for a year. I'm figuring 3 years. I'm probably going to be just fine with it. Alright? After that, yeah, you probably should get another eye exam because your eyes are probably not going to be exactly the same prescription, but whatever. Officially, it's only supposed to be good for a year. 3 years, okay? I'm very tight-fisted like that. And anyway. Yeah, I came across an article that gave pretty good overall view of this online prescription eyeglass thing. And I'll go ahead and include it in the description section, but it needs to be updated. Because the place that they recommended for the cheapest glasses you can get was bought by some other company, and now the prices that they quoted, I think they quoted like $15 or whatever, the cheapest thing. That's no longer the case. I think the cheapest thing I found there was like $30-something for the frames. The cheapest, yeah. No. Now this place this person told me about that started me on this little venture. Yeah, the frames were $7.99, the cheapest frames I was able to find on the website. Of course, by the time you add the lenses and a couple of other things, it ended up being $22 and something cents. And then by the time you add shipping and tax, it ended up being $34 and something cents. But that's still pretty dang good, okay? And yeah, I could have gone with the cheapest shipping. I didn't. They had 3 different shipping methods. The cheapest one was the standard shipping. The most expensive was business something or other. I got the middle one. Advanced shipping, I don't know, whatever it was called. Which cost about $10. So I was paying like $3 more for the shipping beyond the standard shipping thing. So, but I didn't want this sucker to go by way of Timbuktu. I wanted to get it in a fairly timely manner because I've got to be job hunting and I've got packing tape on my face. Again, not a good look. So yeah, this, like I said, just came in yesterday. And yeah, let's go ahead and open it. Came last night. And I cannot see up close. Yeah, I might as well not be so shocked by this because this is what I was going to end up doing, just walking around without glasses until that first paycheck, because like I said, I'm tight-fisted that way. But It looks fairly well protected, well sealed. A world worth seeing. Zeelool. Zeelool. I don't know how to pronounce that, but whatever. Zeelool. So, yeah. Alright. And remember, this was the cheapest frame, so it's not going to be anything to brag about. Yes, they had other colors, but of course you pick another color and it costs you all kinds of serious money. Yeah, serious money needs to stay in my pocket where it belongs. Okay, this thing is... Okay, there we go. So... Oh, that's very nice. And another box inside that. Okay. A world worth seeing. Very pretty box. I'll just lift it up. Oh, and it's got a nice little bag thingy. Oh gosh, this is getting rather fancy. Okay. And it's got a nice little bag. Wow. And if you needed another copy of your prescription, there it is. Yes, I do have another. I did once get a copy of my prescription, and what did I do with it? I did this. Put it in the little case that I guess most companies give you when you get some glasses, and left it in storage where I cannot get to it at this point in time. So yeah, when you're making your storage decisions, remember to get the backup. Don't leave the backup pair of glasses in the storage. All right? I know there are a gazillion decisions you're making when you're dealing with storage. And the drama that surrounded me acquiring that storage was enough to make anyone understand why the details escaped me. But yeah, when you're putting stuff in storage, get a couple of, don't pack up all your glasses, all right? Get a couple of backups, because when it's the least convenient is when your glasses will fall apart. So here we go. Remember, this was the cheapest I could find, so it's not going to be anything to brag about. And here it is. Doesn't look too bad. See? Alright. It's got a protective thing over it. That's nice. Oh, well. Looks very clean, very nice. And very oh, nice spring action. Okay. Solid enough. Whoa, yes, I can see. You know, it's not terrible. The color, it doesn't completely appall me. Because look what I was prepared to, yeah, actually I was going to do it right here on camera. I don't know if you can see this, but I practiced on my busted up pair. You see how the frame is gold here? And this is like a darker beige color here. Maybe I won't like the color eventually, but yeah, that was, hold on. That's not too terrible. I was gonna go ahead and paint it like I practiced on my busted up glasses. Because I thought it was gonna be really, really hideous. What I found was that you gotta put it on, let it dry, and then put on another coat. You're probably gonna need like 3 to 5 layers because, or at least 3 layers, let's say 3. And you gotta be very careful, and you gotta take it off the glass as soon as you get any streaks on the glass itself. And once I had enough practice doing that and was certain of the color I wanted, I was going to go with the auto touch-up paint. Because, yeah, this will eventually chip away, right? It's not exactly the most permanent way to touch up anything. So, yeah, I had gone on Amazon and looked at the auto touch-up paint. That stuff is not cheap. As a matter of fact, that stuff costs more than the glasses, and that's with the shipping and the tax added. So, this isn't too revolting. I think I can live with this. But yeah, if it ever turns out that I absolutely can't, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Make sure I like the color. Oh, I did get another color, just in case I didn't like that color. This is kind of like a brick red. They actually call it... Apparently this is supposed to be some kind of blood color. Just bitten. Okay, but this is like a brick red to me, which is the color I was going for. This is like a dark beige. Alright. Yeah, I don't like the names they give these things either. So I'm giving it my own name. Dark beige and brick red. And yeah, it's not so cheap. Nail polish is not so cheap either. So just go to your local dollar store and they will have nail polish, cheap nail polish. So once you get practice applying it, and once you're sure you know what color you want it to be, then you can take it off, wash it off. Well, take it off, I guess, just chip it off or use nail polish remover, and then, you know, a little soap and water to make sure it doesn't eat away at anything. Remember, this is not the most durable, high quality item. So yeah, once you know what color you want and you had a little practice applying it, then you can go with the auto touch-up, right? Once you're making, have a couple of paychecks and don't mind throwing down for the rather pricey auto touch-up paint. So it'll be more durable and you won't have to keep on, because I would imagine it will eventually chip away, especially someone that's used to washing off their glasses. So this would have to be like a constant thing. But you know what? I'm not totally repelled by I thought I would be. Well, you know, it's a cheap pair of glasses. I didn't think I'd like whatever. When I picked another color, you know, the price went up considerably. So I just went with this. And I thought it was really going to look terrible. But, no, I'm okay with it. Okay, I shouldn't be, because this is not for nearsightedness. This is one single whatever. This is for distance, and distance-wise, it is sharp. Definitely. Definitely sharper than trying to look through packing tape, anyway. See, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. I've been walking around with that for like a week and a half. Oh, how long did it take? Okay, what's today? Today is Wednesday. The thing came last night, Tuesday. I was at the exam a week from Tuesday. At Tuesday afternoon last week, I was sitting in the doctor's office in Costco waiting to get my eyes examined. So, just over a week from the time sitting getting your eyes examined to getting the glasses. Okay? Tuesday afternoon, I was waiting to get my exam. Tuesday evening, a week later, they arrived. That's pretty awesome. I asked how long it would take to do the Costco glasses. 1 to 2 weeks. So this was faster. Okay? And they had this thing done. I was looking at the tracking information as this thing was happening. They got these things made in less than 2 days. And it was already being shipped. And the slowdown came when it actually got here in this country. Okay? Especially the state. Because it was like, we just had a holiday. So, okay, so give it the extra day for the holiday. So this probably could have gotten to me, if it wasn't a holiday weekend, in less than a week. So that's from the time I was getting my eyes examined. That's awesome. I'm sorry, that is impressive. I was impressed. Anyway. And now that I don't have to, I'm not completely horrified. I think I'm going to hold off on applying this. I may, again, go ahead and do this. Or I might even make it brick red. I don't know. Well, I consider these more or less neutral colors. You know, they go with everything kind of thing. Especially the dark beige. I still may go there, but I just may wait until I get a couple of paychecks. It's not too terrible. You know, I'll just do it with the auto paint if I really want a different color. Or even better yet, just buy another backup thing. Yeah, what the heck am I talking about? It would be the same price, if not cheaper, to get another backup frame than to paint this thing. That auto paint, touch-up paint, it's not cheap. This thing costs, after shipping and taxes, it costs, well, I'll give you the exact amount. How much was this? Your order delivered. How do you rate the glasses? Not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, I've been hitting this track information for quite some time. Okay. The frames were $7. The lenses were $5. Index $10. I'm not quite sure what the heck that would have found, but whatever. Yeah, they recommend a more expensive kind of thing than the ones I picked, but I picked the cheap. The only time I didn't pick the cheapest option was for the shipping. Otherwise, I picked the cheapest option across the board. So the frames were $7, the lenses were $5, index, whatever the heck that is $10. It all came out to $22. Advanced shipping was $9.95. Estimated taxes $2.83. Grand total $34.78. Okay? Now, if you want to go to Amazon and look up how much auto paint cost, actually, I think I already have the search thing. On there, Amazon Touch-Up. Okay. Let me close the other one. See if this thing loads any faster. Oh wow. Touch-Up, $57, $59, $36. Okay, there's one for $36. And that one, so you're still, the cheapest touch-up paint you'll find is still more expensive than it would be just to get another pair of glasses. Well, no, that's not true, because once you pick another color, the price will go up. Maybe it is cheaper, I don't know. Or maybe if I'm desperate to get another color, I'll just go the cheap nail polish route. Okay, but that $36, that is for a red and green color. You get two colors with that. Chevrolet Cajun Red. Oh, maybe just two. Oh, maybe that is just the only thing. Yeah, that's for Cajun Red. I don't know why they put two thingies on there. Water-based. One's water-based and the other one's, I don't know what the other one is. Okay, but that's the cheapest currently available. So, but I'm fine with this. Yeah, I thought it was really going to be disgusting. Well, $7. I mean, come on. And anytime I picked any other color besides black, the price, yeah, soared. So, yeah, whatever. But unless you really you can't stand the color, you don't even have to bother. This is not too disgusting. So, $7 frames. That's hard to beat. And it may have been less than a week if it hadn't been a holiday weekend. But it was just a little, with even including the holiday weekend, it was just over a week. Barely over a week. And that wasn't even from the order. From the order, it was like a week with the holiday. That was with the exam and everything. Yeah, that's, I'm impressed. I am impressed. Oh, so what does this have to do with being international, right? Excuse me. Yeah, well, the thing of it is, traveling around, yeah, you're going to come across hidden costs and unexpected expenses and all that kind of stuff. And unexpected inconveniences. When something like this happens, like when you are physically vulnerable, okay, kind of thing, that becomes an unavoidable expense that probably should need some attention placed on it. And it can make things completely unmanageable. Again, when this is dealing with just your physical well-being, like being able to cross a street and being able to, catch a bus and not miss it because you can't read where the bus is going as it's approaching, and you're not trying to flag it down or whatever because you can't even see it. You have no idea. I have a couple of times in my life had needed glasses and not have had glasses, and not being able to catch a bus and crossing the street being a dangerous thing. And if you go outside this country, you know already it's a dangerous thing. So that added to, it's dangerous crossing the street in this country. If you go out of this country, you don't have glasses, it's not a good situation. So yeah, I thought it was worth, it's already more than 30, sorry. Okay, let's wrap this up. I thought it was worth mentioning. Okay, now I've got some information here, like the online article I came across I'll put that in the description thing. And again, I put in here, overall information is good, but it needs to be updated. Again, the company, the vendor, online vendor, they recommended for the cheapest. It's not the case anymore. Some other company bought it, and now the cheapest frames are like $30 or something like that. So, whatever. This Zeelool or whatever, this was recommended to me from someone else. I don't know if she wants me to mention her name, so I'm not going to, but this was given to me. This is what started the whole thing with online prescription glasses for me. Never even occurred to me to look into this. But yeah, once I was walking around with these, yeah, this person gave me this information. So this is how all this began. Other things that may occur, walking cane. I don't know how old you are, viewer, but some people, you may come across a situation where, for whatever reason, injury or whatever happened, you need some assistance, okay, being able to get around. Whether you want to take the precaution or not, will probably, if you've ever had a situation where you really needed some assistance to get around, you probably will. They've got foldable walking canes nowadays. Went online. Amazon has the cheapest one I found, lightweight and foldable, was $8.99. That's for a walking cane. That's pretty good, especially considering that your mobility is at stake here. So, wanted to throw that out. Bandages. I'm sure everybody has a box of bandages. Yeah. The thing of it is, when's the last time you looked at it? A few weeks ago when I needed a Band-Aid, went all over the place trying to find where did I put those Band-Aids. By the time I found the Band-Aid box, the thing was so, yeah, no, you want new Band-Aids, okay? So every once in a while, get a new box of Band-Aids and throw the old ones out, okay? If you do this once a year, once every 6 months, whatever, figure it out. Because if you wait until you need a Band-Aid, you probably won't have the Band-Aid, because the thing you're going to end up finding is going to be so raggedy. I mean, it'll probably infect an open wound if you used it. So at least once a year, get a new box of Band-Aids. You know, go to the dollar store. It'll cost you $1 plus tax, whatever it is. Just have a relatively new box of Band-Aids on hand, because yeah, those things get old. And no, you don't want to put it on an open wound if it's all nasty and whatnot. So, yeah. At least once a year, buy a new box of Band-Aids. Okay? So, alright. This is advice from the cheapest person you're ever probably going to come across. Okay? Know how to get cheap glasses. Know how to get a walking cane or have a walking cane on hand, and have a relatively new box of Band-Aids on hand. All right. As far as anything like going to the dentist is concerned, you're probably going to have to go out of the country for that. So, yeah. All right, so that's medical advice from someone that has no business giving medical advice. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt, whatever precautions you want to use, whatever. I'm sure most people need more than that, but like I said, I'm very tight-fisted. And yeah, I try to stay healthy. So I try not to have these situations ever come up, but they come up. You know, you bust your glasses, your shoes are too tight and it starts cutting into the thing, and you're starting to bleed on your socks, and you don't want to replace socks because you're that cheap. So, you know, put a Band-Aid on there and whatever, and get a bigger size or whatever it is. And yeah, if you bang your knee against something and you need, and how are you going to go down the street to the supermarket to get your coffee? You know, if you can't even make it to the corner. These are not good situations. So, yeah. No, I have no business giving any kind of medical suggestions or anything. I'm just saying my own experience and my own tight-fistedness. These are unavoidable things that may come up. Well, unavoidable things that do come up if you've lived long enough. So, yeah. Okay, this is already 37. I did not mean for it to be this long. And I was even, right, going to include a paint job in this thing, which, yeah, I'm not repelled. So I think I'm good with this. $7 frames. Awesome. Just over a week, and that's with the holiday weekend. I'm very impressed. Okay, that's it. These are medical or emergency expenses that every traveler, and even non-traveler, should probably know about. But definitely a traveler, you know? If you're budget traveling, you don't want to be thrown off completely. You've got enough inconveniences to deal with. This is not a good thing to have to deal with on top of everything else. So I'm just throwing this out there. Okay, this was way longer than I wanted it to be. Thanks for watching. Good luck, everybody. It is 9:55 a.m. October 16th, 2024, somewhere in Brooklyn. Okay, again, good luck, and take care.